Hey! Guys, I'm Mr. Jonathan, and today let's talk about board games. Yay! So during the Chinese New Year, Mr. Jonathan played a lot of board games. I mean a lot. As you can see, these are the collections of Mr. Jonathan's board game. Now, I'm not a collector of board games, but comparing to the professionals, these collections just, you know.
Get some help.
But today I really want to recommend some of the board games that I know and I played and I love a lot to you guys, so maybe you can enjoy it as well. So here is the first board game recommendation. I need to cut my hair someday. So people who are watching from the future, remember to be grateful that you can cut your hair anytime you want. Because we can't! Alright, here is the first one, and it is called Sushi Go Party! And this game is amazing, I'm telling you. It is a simple card game that you try to collect sushi and earn points. And Mr. Jonathan loves to eat sushi, but I can't eat a lot though. But look at these sushi. They look so cute there. And they look so happy as well to be eaten. Different kind of sushis have different scoring system. For example, the tempura, you need 2 of them to get 5 points, or the sashimi, you need 3 of them to get 10 points. So we first set up the board of different sushis, and we need to collect them to earn points. So everyone start with a bunch of random sushi, and they need to choose one to put it down in front of them. After that, they pass the hand to the player next to them. So they get a new set of cards and they need to choose one sushi and put it down in front of them, and they pass the cards to the player next to them. So it's kind of like 回卷扫戏, and that's it. And that's how you play the game. At the end, when all the cards run out, we count the score you have by looking at how much and what kind of sushi you have. And this is such a easy and simple game to learn and play with your friends or your family, because it is such a short but fun game that you can play over and over, and it fits everyone. I mean, even my student from P1 and P2, they enjoy this game as well, so I'm pretty sure all of you would enjoy it. If you have the chance, make sure to check it out and play with anyone you want. I mean, playing board games is such a good way to pass the time and have fun with someone around you, like your parents or your brother and sisters, where you can just sit down together and have fun, you know? I mean, staying at home every day doing nothing is very boring, I know, and you need to know how to have fun. I mean, I'm having fun right now. I'm talking to a camera by myself, doing nothing every day, and I can't go out. I'm having so much fun right now.
10 seconds later.
So let's talk about our second game, which is Carcassonne. This game is another very simple game where you can just learn it in 1 minute and then you can go and have fun. So this game is all about cooperation or betrayal. So in this game, you are going to take a tile, which is part of the map that you can see on the screen right now, and then put it down somewhere on the map, and put a person of your color onto one of the things on that tile. And that's it. And that is how you play Carcassonne. You win the game by earning points in claiming different places like the roads and the church and the cities. So there are a lot of strategies and planning into this game. And if there's a person inside that place, you can't place a person in it. So it's more like you need to claim those places before other and try to build that city or road as big as you could or as long as you could. You can also work with others in some way and then betray them in the end. I played a lot of this game after I bought it, and it's just so good. Carcassonne is a classic board game that, I mean, everyone loves it after they tried it. And I think you would like it too. But I agree it is kind of expensive, so ask your parents if you can buy it. Or you can just invite me, Mr. Jonathan, to your house. I'll bring all the board games I like and play with you. Here's the board game I enjoyed the most playing it during the Chinese New Year holiday. And it is 龜背莊園 and the English name is Mysterium. So this game is about the story of a ghost. One of the players is going to be the ghost and the other players is going to be the ghost investigators. They are going to investigate what happened, who killed the ghost, and the ghost in the game cannot speak, so the ghost has to give a bunch of cards, which is called dreams, to the ghost investigators to let them know who is the killer and where did it happen and what is the weapon. But those dreams, they serve as clues only but not answers, so other players has to guess a lot about what the ghost is trying to clue them to find the correct answer. It is a game with a lot of thinking, discussion and guessing, which are the most fun parts of the game. I mean, this game is just beautiful and it is amazing how it works. I mean, it is just guessing, you know, we take a dream card and then we think, maybe there's a door, a lot of windows. You would think maybe it is about a mailman or a housewife. I don't know. It is all just guesses, and these guesses you share with your friends who are playing together, and you are trying to guess what the ghost is trying to tell you, because a lot of the time you are going to guess wrong, but when you guess it correctly, even you are using the wrong clue, you feel amazing. And this is why the game is so much fun. I played it like a lot of times already, and every time I play it, I play with different people, with friends, with my family, with my cousin, with my relatives. They all enjoy this game so much and they keep wanting to play it until it is midnight. And it is such a fun game and beautiful game that I enjoy the most playing during the Chinese New Year holiday. So the reason I love these board games so much is that, yes, it is a good way to spend your time to have some fun, and it is easy to learn, it is fun to win, but these are not the only reason. The reason Mr. Jonathan loves so much about board games is that board games help you connect with people. For example, Mr. Jonathan has two cousins and I only see them once or twice a year. And whenever I see them, we don't talk too much because we don't know each other and we are kind of like shy people. It's family dinner. I'm pretty sure we don't even want to be there. And they'll come and visit every year. But every year it goes a little something like this. Mom, can I go? But this year, I decided to do something different. I pulled out a few board games of mine and we played it when my cousins visited during the Chinese holiday, and it went really great. I mean, we had a very fun time. I mean, we have never talked to each other ever before, and that night we were all enjoying ourselves and we are all having fun playing the board games, because board games connect people and we are connected because of board games, or else we're just going to spend another Chinese New Year reunion eating silently together. So let me just say I am grateful for the fact that I got to know board games. So board games is not about winning or being very good at it or who is going to lose. No, board games is about enjoying each other's company, being there with each other, talking to each other, connecting with them, and that is the reason I love board games so much. So if you have any question or any recommendation of board games, please leave a comment down below and tell me. And I know staying home is very boring and you might feel trapped inside, but you're not. Find something to do. Don't just play your iPad and watch YouTube all day. There's so much more you can do. Like board games! Yay! Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.